Welcome to the Pitcher's Pitch. Chris Hrabe joined by former Cardinal Kyle McClellan as we talk Cardinals and Diamondbacks. And Kyle, right off the bat, the first thing that comes to mind is Tony La Russa. What's it like to see Tony with another organization and already thriving in his new role?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see him in Arizona. But I saw him this offseason, had a chance to talk to him, and he has that same passion that he had as a manager now in the front office role. It's going to take a while for him to get that organization kind of the way he wanted. Everybody's going to have their own touch, and it's going to take a little while for him to get there. But he's got the right pieces. He's got the band back together. Dave McKay's there. Dave Duncan's there. So I think before long, they're definitely going to have that thing heading in the right direction.
Dave Duncan, another guy that can really bring a lot to the table in terms of an organization. And for him, do you think it was just about waiting for the right fit?
Yeah, I think he wanted to see kind of what was out there and take some time off and kind of reevaluate. And it doesn't get any better when Tony calls and wants to get him involved there. He knows Tony so well and knows what he can do. And I had a chance to talk with Dunk when he came back to St. Louis in the dugout before game. And, you know, I told him, I'm glad you're back in the game. The game needs you. And he's really going to help that pitching staff over there. I know he was excited about spring training to get out there and start working with these young players. So he's a guy that needs to be in the game just because he can have an impact in so many different ways for these guys.
Kyle, Diamondbacks kind of in the midst of a rebuilding, a bit of a new identity for that team. They have an MVP caliber player in Paul Goldschmidt. They have a pitching staff, a mix of young guys and veteran guys. What's it like to try to rebuild while still trying to stay competitive in one of the toughest divisions out there, the National League West?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough division. You know, the Dodgers are at the top of it. San Diego, we know, made a lot of noise. And it's going to be, they got their work cut out for them. But, you know, for the fans and for the players, you have to go out there and compete. I mean, this is your job. These young players, it's an opportunity for them to get to the big leagues and make an impression. So a lot of opportunity. And for Tony, it's just an evaluation process of who do we want going forward, and then add some pieces here and there. And next thing you know, a couple years down the road, they're gonna be a force.
As a player, it must be real nice to get home for an extended stay after being on the road so much over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Get some home cooking, get in your own bed, get back in front of your fans. When you're on the road and people aren't very nice to you, say some things you don't like to hear. So you get back home where the fans appreciate you. It's always welcomed.
You can see more of Kyle's videos at KMOX.com/Mac. This has been the Pitcher's Pitch. Kyle, we'll see you at the ballpark.
All righty. Thanks for having me.